Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Amanda. Thank you so much for tuning in. All of the products that will be used in today's video will be conveniently linked for you in the description box below. No need to go searching for these items, just click on the link and make your purchase. Now let's get started. Hello everyone, I am so excited to be once again posting a video for you guys. So if you are not new to my channel, you will see that I've sort of been a little MIA with my videos, and without going into great boring detail, I did have some minor surgery and the recovery time was a little longer than I anticipated, and there have been about 4, maybe 5 videos that I was unable to get out to guys before the time frame needed. So I do apologize. I thank everyone so much for hanging in there with me and not unsubscribing from my channel. So while I am getting all of the materials laid out here that we're going to need for today's tutorial, I do want to mention I do have another Christmas video that I'd like to get out very soon. So if you have not clicked on the bell for notifications, be sure to do that, because that will just alert you whenever I do post a new video. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. If you like the video content, please give it a thumbs up. It does help my channel and it helps me out a great deal. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Let's go ahead and get started in today's tutorial. So our children are all grown, but we still give them Christmas stockings. So some of them are embroidered with their names on there. However, we do have new additions to the family, such as son-in-law and daughter-in-laws, and a new grandbaby on the way. And so their stockings are not embroidered. So this year I thought it would be really cute and special to make some custom gift tags for their stockings, and we're going to make these out of acrylic blanks. You can also purchase resin molds to do this if you'd like, but I really like the acrylic blanks better because for me, I don't know, I like having that already hard surface to work with. But if you are using a resin mold, you can mold it clearer and then decorate it just as you would like an acrylic mold. So I'm going to sort of go through the steps with you and show you the process. I mean, the design ideas for these is limitless. You can use vinyl for their names, which is what I plan on doing, or you can just use like a magic marker and write right on top of the epoxy resin once it has hardened. And then you can just use like an alcohol wipe to remove the name and reuse it the next year. So, but for me, I'm going to use vinyl. I don't know if I will show that portion of it or not, because I do want to get this out. Like I said, there have been 4 to 5 projects that I started that I was unable to complete and get a video done for, just due to the recovery and the physical therapy that has come along with it, takes up a lot of my time, as well as, other Christmas orders that I have going on right now. So, from a time standpoint, I don't know if I'll show the lettering on the tags or not. We will see. But these are the materials that you will need to make these adorable epoxy resin tags. So when you receive the acrylic blanks, be sure to remove the paper from one side of the blank and sand the opposite side. I like to leave the paper on the back side on the blank as long as possible so that if any epoxy drips over the sides, it doesn't get to the back side of the blank.
Okay, so I have sanded all these tags, and then I also picked up a little tool that I will explain what the use is for this later. And then I picked out some just little scrap vinyls. This is a great project to use your scraps on. So along with these little scraps, we are going to be using, you can see I've already used this on another project, but this is the Holly Jolly Vinyl Pack Christmas PJs from Flynn Sisters Supply Shop, as well as this Lumberjack Plaid from Vinyl Cottage. So, these will be done, hold on, let me move these out of the way. These will be done basically the same as you would do a tumbler tag, except, in a tumbler tag it has a bigger hole. You can use these pin plugs, but because this does not fit in there, what I do, and I will demonstrate in a few moments, but what you're going to do is you're just going to get a little cup, put a little bit of alcohol, and then after you put your resin and your glitter or whatever on there, you're just going to dip this brush into the alcohol and then go around and get all the resin that might be running into that hole, get that loose. So, but I will show you in a moment. So now that we have our tags, set a few of these aside. They are not all getting glitter. So let me go ahead. Let me get my all-in-one tool here so that we can cut some of this vinyl. And you can also use foils. In fact, I might use this foil on one of them. And there's a few ways you can apply your foil. So you can apply your foil with an adhesive, or you can use the double-sided tape, which is I think what I'm going to do today. And you can apply it that way. So let me go ahead and set this aside. And let's get to cutting. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get one that I haven't sanded or anything to use as like my template. And you can either get so you can either use a craft knife and lay it on here and just cut it, or you can mark it and cut it with your trimming tool, or you can cut it with the die cut machine, whichever. But I think for me today, I can't find my craft knife, so I'm just going to do this and save these little pieces, because again, you know, little things like this, and when I say little, I mean little in size, you know, that's a good place to use your scraps, is on a project like this. Okay, and then what we need to do is just get that little hole punched through. Okay, so now that I have my first one, I'm going to go ahead and make a few more using this template. And, you know, don't worry if it isn't perfect, because you can trim it more once you put it on the tag. So we're going to do 2 out of this vinyl. See, look how cute. Okay, so we're going to use some of this double-sided tape. So this is just left over from a project that I did back in October. Okay, found my craft knife. love that it's like, that's why I did it at an angle. I want it to be, have a little bit of all of the pattern. So now, just and this one is ready for resin. So let me get my mask on, and I'll have to do the voiceover because I do not like to talk through the mask. It's too muffled, it's hard to hear. So I'll switch over to voiceover and show the resin and curing process.
So in the beginning of the video, I said you would just need some acrylic blanks and some vinyl, maybe some foil, glitters if you wanted. I am using UV resin today. So if you are going to be using UV resin, you will also need a UV lamp. So I failed to mention that in the beginning. However, if you do not have a UV lamp, you can always set your item outside in the sun, or if you don't have UV resin, you can use regular epoxy resin and mix the 1-to-1 ratio and use that as well. It's just whichever you prefer. On acrylic blanks, I like to use UV resin, but again, your choice, do whatever you have. Okay, so I'm going to speed this up just a little bit, but still keep it at a speed where you can see the process and see what's going on. There's not a whole lot of explanation needed, I don't think. If you do have any questions that you couldn't tell from the video, just leave those in the comments section and I'll be glad to answer them for you. But I'm going to go ahead and let this play through. I decided I'm not going to put the names on there for this video, but again, you can cut some vinyl and place it on the tags, or you can just write on it with a marker. Totally up to you how you want to finish these out. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this little Christmas tag tutorial. And as always, I thank you so much for tuning in to watch the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel and click on the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single video. That is it for now. Thank you again so much, and I hope everyone has a blessed day.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Thank you.